wanted to ask about recent reports about your children that have just come out. How do you square those reports with your feelings and your previous comments on black men and black households?
Well, one of the things it is people know that I support my kids more than anything. I love them to death. And if they call today, I'm running over to see them. And I've always have. And everyone know the whole thing, the truth with the story. And that's what's so sad, that they're putting my little kids at jeopardy. One of my sons, that he wanted to be out in the public, came out in the public, and he talked a lot. And I have to have security for him. Right now, they're putting my young one at risk as well. That's one thing I'm not going to do.
Will you bring them out on the campaign trail at any point?
I won't put them at jeopardy of being unhealthy. Right now, you've seen what's happening. You see what's happening with the Supreme Court justices, and right now, things are not safe to have people around, because when people disagree with you, they seem to want to hurt you.
Weird how that works is completely ignoring what happened on January 6th. But there's Herschel Walker talking about his revelations about the multiple children that he does have, that he'd been hiding before, while he hypocritically talked about how black men need to do something about taking care of their children. But for some reason, that reporter asked him about that very situation, and he flipped it to say, I'm not gonna bring my children out on the campaign trail because I get threatened. The children that I've actually cared nothing about. I mean, that's just from the facts that are coming out now. But the big irony of this, and again, I wasn't gonna talk about this before. I remember this was coming out, and I was like, yeah, Herschel Walker, clown, people can see who he is, but I'm not gonna go and jump on him as far as this kids out of wedlock thing until he started talking. And someone else named Christian Walker, his son, that he has been putting forward, and everyone does know is his son, was also talking. The last time he talked about this, he said some pretty outrageous things that match up a lot with what he should probably tell his father. Watch.
So it's been announced that Nick Cannon is having his 9th kid, meaning he has 2 women pregnant at the same time. Nick Cannon is everything wrong with men in America. Get home and raise your kids! Oh, so he's too busy banging women to take care of his current kids. He can't control his dingling. He's out hooking up with all these women, multiple women pregnant at the same time. What is this, his 5th, 6th baby mama? Get home and raise your kids and take care of the women you're knocking up. Can you control your thing for 3 seconds? I get it. You want to go bang everyone. Can you just stay home and raise your kids? Oh my gosh. Control your thing!
Words that I think he meant to tell his father. Either way it goes, he hasn't said much since then, but he did have this one vague Father's Day tweet where he said, raise your damn kids, 2022. Again, I think he meant to text that to his father, but instead he actually put it on Twitter. So, by the way, again, I wasn't gonna jump on this whole thing until Herschel Walker came out saying things like this. Let's get it from his own words.
I know the fatherless home is a major, major problem. And Herschel Walker, who was born in Wrightsville, Georgia, I took care of a lot of people in my hometown. I took care of a lot of the places around where I grew up. I was being like a father to some of those kids that may have had fathers. The problem we have is we're going back to this mentality that the father leaves in the black family. He leaves and leaves the boys alone. All these riots and all these things going on, has anyone talked about a solution? Everyone talking about all this stuff. Here's the one solution. I said, guys, what we need to do is, let's say, okay, Herschel, and I blame myself, but I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. I said, what we need to do is let's go in our neighborhood and let's become fathers of those fatherless child.
Parents getting involved with your child is very, very important. But also adults getting involved with kids, because some kids do not have a parent, a mother or father. So I don't think I want to leave that kid behind.
Yeah, I am only aware of Christian Walker just because a friend of the network, Hassan, had him on a stream once, just like pick the brain of this wild individual. Also, not friend of the show, son of Herschel Walker Jr., who is, I'll be kind to Christian Walker. He's discovering he has new siblings every single week. So what he's doing is
wait, straight up, because I don't think I knew that. Maybe I just was like willfully ignorant. Son of Herschel Walker.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure about that. That like he's talked about how, yes, he's a conservative, and yes, he's gay, and all those things are totally fine. He's gone on rants in the past, and keep in mind, this is a culture vulture kind of guy. He knows that he can, by being a hated kind of figure, or by, eliciting an outrage, because if you're conservative, you like him and you agree with him, and you'll comment on his videos saying, yeah, thanks for standing up for me. If you're a liberal, you'll hate him, you'll find him disgusting, and then you'll comment on his videos saying that you hate him. Either way, it's engagement for him, and it grows his brand. So he, yells at inanimate objects. This time he went to, checks notes, a West Hollywood Starbucks, known as a phenomenally gay, although relatively conservative area of Los Angeles, if you're being real with it.
Everyone's entitled to an opinion, and you're so rude, or you wouldn't be telling barista workers that I'm. Ma'am, you don't need to tell baristas that I'm an because I have an opinion. Get your drink and go away. I can have an opinion like everybody else. Why are you entitled to an opinion and not me? You want to tell baristas I'm an
Yeah, I'm telling them to be.
Well, guess what? You are. Get your drink and go.
He was upset that it was like the first week of July and they still had their pride flags up. And part of the video was like, they need to have an American flag. Next time I'm here, I will go there myself. And I'm like, yo, this, even in the conservative parts of Los Angeles, the Karens are not making this kind of video. Like, you can like tend to it. Even Dave Rubin's like averting his gaze. Like, this is a little bit awkward even for him, right? Totally. But these, please understand this is a stunt. Kalani, I'll say one last thing about her because music aficionado here. I'm glad that she was, at least what she was trying to do is using her celebrity status to be a person and stand up for these workers who are being harassed essentially, because that's where she was coming at it as. She thought this guy was actually unhinged because he acts this way in his videos and was gonna start harassing these Starbucks workers who, if you're a leftist, you've been paying attention to the news really recently, are starting to stand up for themselves as they should.
Yes.
And so shout out to Kalani for this.